Hello there, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is currently raining, but we're not letting that stop us. We're still going to get so much accomplished today, so thank you so much for joining me. I just enjoy watching rain footage, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. It's so refreshing. And I also wanted to give an update on the begonias that we planted a couple of months ago. They are blooming. I didn't realize, so they start to bloom in the summer and they're absolutely beautiful. I love the color, and all of them are going to start blooming so soon, so I can't wait. I think that I'm going to relocate some of the plants over into my little side area. So we have two little beds that we're going to be working on one each side of the rocking chairs that we have over here. So I just wanted to just give you guys a view of this area in case this is your first time by, or if you forgot how this area looks. We're constantly working on our landscape, and I definitely wanted to give some color over here. So underneath both of these pine trees, we're going to plant up two beds. So this is the area we're working on. The first is going to be in this section that we're going to add in some beautiful flowers, actually some beautiful plants that we're going to pick up at Lowe's. We're going to take a little trip there, and I'm going to bring you guys along. And for the next time that we are planting up in this side bed, we're going to do on the opposite side. So it'll be in this little section here, and I think I might do a different grouping of plants, but I just wanted to show you this area as well. And if you missed this video, I'm going to link it in the cards. It's an amazing video where we totally transformed the patio layout. And now we're heading to Lowe's, so I wanted to bring you guys along with me. I don't have too much footage, mostly out in the parking lot of the clearance plants that they have to offer. Unfortunately, they didn't have any shade plants in this section, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I looked at everything. They had some good deals over here, but with them being underneath the pine trees, there's minimal amount of sun at the back in that area, so I just wanted to make sure that I purchased the right type of plants. So if this is your first time by and you're liking what you see, I hope that you subscribe and come back for another video. I usually post videos twice per week on Wednesday and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we'd love to have you. If you're new, please leave a comment in the section introducing yourself so that I can welcome you. And to all of my loyal subscribers, please, leave me a comment down below as well. As you know, I love to chat with you. So at Lowe's, I picked up a total of 7 plants. The first one that I put down was a caramel corabelle, and then I picked up 3 drinking gourd hosta. Those were Lowe's brand, and 3 Monrovia unique silvery pink Alsterby. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. So I love the caramel Monrovia corabelle. They're absolutely beautiful. And then, as I said, I got 3 of the drinking gourd hosta. And the specs on that is hardy down to a zone 3, and I am a 7A, so we're good there. The maturity size is 6 inches high and 24 inches wide, and the spacing should be 24 inches between plants. And then for the other, it's a shade plant, and it's asking for 1 to 3 hours of morning sun. And the maturity size is 12 to 16 inches high and 12 to 16 inches wide. And it blooms in the spring, summer, and it's hardy down to zone, actually it doesn't list the zone, but it says -20 to -30 Fahrenheit. And so I believe that that is a zone 4, if I'm not mistaken. So this is going to do very well in my area. So what I wanted to do is just a little drift. I'm going to be spacing them 3 plants per in the drift. So we're just going to do 6 plants on this side, and I think I spaced it pretty nicely. And I absolutely love the drinking gourd hosta. And I think that's called that after the way that the leaves just like cup up like into like a little drinking bowl. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna look in the garden. So I totally forgot that I had landscape fabric in this area, and not only 1 layer, but 2 layers of landscape fabric. So you'll see me cutting them out. I think next year when I have to refresh the mulch over here, I'm just gonna remove all of the landscape fabric. So it'll be much easier to just plant up in this area. I have to say the hosta roots were really healthy. They weren't root bound at all. So I just dug the hole, I put a little plant tone in the bottom of the hole, and then I just backfilled with the native soil, and then I just covered it back up with mulch.
Don't know what to stand.
Now for the Monrovia plants, these were horrendous. I'm so glad that at the nursery I asked for a discount just because, you know, they looked like they weren't watered. They had a lot of like brown leaves on them, but I like the way that the flowers are going to bloom on them, and I thought that it would be a nice little addition over in this area, especially because I needed shade plants and there wasn't that much of a selection there, so I thought that these would be beautiful. But oh my goodness, as you can see, they are completely root bound. I'm telling you, the roots were growing so thick outside of the pot that it took me so much to be able to just cut them out. And as you see, I'm cutting. I am really trying to break up these roots. I don't think that, you know, I'll have any issues, you know, with me cutting the roots. But if I had left them the way that they were, this plant wouldn't have survived. So we're just going to loosen them up, backfill it, put some plant tone, water it, and hope for the best. So whenever I plant, I always like to refresh with a little mulch, especially because, you know, you're digging around and you're putting, you know, the soil on top of the mulch. So it's always nice to just refresh it. And it's really dark now. Obviously, you know, after it's been out for a little while, it's going to fade a little. But for now, it just looks nice and dark, and it just refreshes the space. So I just absolutely love when I'm able to lay down new mulch. And because we just planted, we're going to make sure that we water these in very well. And then we're going to move over to wiping down the rockers, and then I'm going to show you how everything turned out. I have been meaning to get the little stickers off this chair since I put them together. So today's the day. I went and got some glue gun from out of the kitchen, and I'm just, you know, adding a little bit, and then I'm just using a little plastic scraper to be able to remove it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I am so happy that I was able to get these plants in the ground and just make the space a little more cozy. So if you have some planting to do, I hope that you tackle it this weekend as well. And until the next time, I hope that you have a wonderful time and a blessed day. See you next time.